We're back. We're back. We're back on Saturday night. Or Friday morning, actually. Anyway, just wait till everybody gets on in here. DDP or Chimaev? I have DDP. I think DDP is going to get it done. How about you? D. Who you got? You got... It's a good fight, though. Very close fight, you know. Don't think it's crazy to say either guy wins, but I think DDP is going to get it done. You know, DDP, the diddler. But yeah, what about you? Who you got? I got Chimaev by sub, and you? I got DDP fucking subbing a gassed out Chimaev. I think it's gonna be hard to KO Chimaev. I think the best shot for DDP is like a really tired Chimaev to shoot a takedown and he gets like the back or something. I think fresh though, Chimaev is very dangerous fresh, but I don't know. I feel like Chimaev's actually got some pretty good hands, you know. I think he's going to do a lot better on the feet than people think. I could see him dropping, or at least badly hurting DDP at some point. But I don't know. It's the thing with Dricus. You never know how his fights are going to go. Dricus has the weirdest fights of all time, you know. Like Dricus, the way Dricus fights go, you'd never expect him. Like he decisions Sean Strickland, you know, chins Whitaker. You know, he's just very well rounded. So you never know how he's going to win. He always has the weirdest fights. He's got that weird plot armor. Does not go the distance? Yeah, I don't think it goes the distance. Because at the very least, either Chimaev finishes it early in the first round, or the first two rounds, or Dricus finishes him late in the round. So either way, I think this fight gets finished. But you never know. Like, you just never know what could happen. Bilal called his goons for the press conference. Yeah, Bilal wasn't lying. Bilal wasn't lying. He really does, you know, he really does own that city, you know. I can't believe that they booed Aaron Pico, though. That was random. Like, why is Chicago, like, for some weird reason, a big fan of Lerone Murphy? I don't understand that. Especially because Aaron Pico trains with Khamzat. So, like, why were they so anti-Aaron Pico but pro-Lerone Murphy in Chicago, in the United States? It was very weird. What do you think of the press conference? I think it was sort of shit, to be honest. Nothing really interesting happened. The best back and forth was Eric Nolan calling Khamzat and what's his name? Sukarayev, him calling him butt buddies. That's literally the only like cool, like not even cool moment. That was the only like back and forth moment we really got. Hello, Buceta Rosa from Brazil. Nice. How you going? Shout out to Brazil. We love Brazil in this channel. We're big fans of Brazil. I definitely butchered your name, by the way. I apologize, but it's good to have you here. But yeah, press conference could have been better. Media members were slacking, man. They could have really pushed some more like drama, or at least made it entertaining. But yeah, it was sort of mid. It was disappointing because, like, I don't know. I guess we were expecting Dricus and Khamzat to go back and forth a little bit, but they were very respectful, which, you know, you like to see that too. But sometimes it just, you know, makes it a bit disappointing when nothing of note or substance really happens on the card. But yeah, what do you think of the press conference? Rizabayev or Battle? I got Battle. I think Battle will win. Kaya Sakura didn't get a question. Flyweights keep getting disrespected at the press conference. Yeah, that's weird because like Kaya Sakura is like a megastar in Japan. Like, I don't know if you guys, if you've seen the promotion for UFC 319 by the Japanese media, but every poster is just of him versus Tim Elliott. They're not even promoting DDP versus Khamzat Chimaev. It's literally they're just promoting Kaya Sakura versus Tim Elliott. Like that's all they're doing is promoting Tim Elliott versus Kaya Sakura. So, like, I don't know why they didn't, like, was there no Japanese media or anything could have at least asked him a question? Very disappointing, you know. Like, I get he lost to Pantoja, but the guy was literally in a title fight, like his fight before this. You could have at least asked him fucking something. But yeah, like, atrocious press conference. Yeah, it was very bad. It was a very bad press conference. Yeah, I don't know. I just wish more happened. I wish more happened, you know. It would have been brought some hype to it a little bit. Asakura gets a highlight KO though. I think so. Yeah, I think he's gonna beat up Tim Elliott. His brother is the biggest star right now in Japan. That's why Kai is so popular. Yeah, like I don't know. You would have expected like some sort of question. Like I don't know, why did they have? It's like Sukaraev on the main card because it's very interesting. Like to put him on the main card, you know, or at least give him a press conference. Like I get that he won on Dana White Contender Series and he's fighting so quickly, but I feel like they're like I don't know if he loses this weekend, his hype's dead before it even arrived. But I think he is going to beat Eric Nolan pretty easily. But you never know with that weight cut. Seems pretty confident. Seems like a confident dude. First question for Michael Page. Yeah, it's a Chicago. Yeah, I know. It was very boring. Like one of the most mid press conferences. It's like how are these guys like hype? Like you need to get like the entertaining fucking fighters on there. Like I don't know. You need Sean Strickland to moderate the fucking press conference or something. Like you need somebody who's gonna get some hype on there. And the press conference ended right after. Yeah, I know. It was bad. Dana really likes Sukaraev. Yeah, I know. MVP or Cannonier? I got MVP. I think MVP is gonna win. I miss Strickland. Yeah, he said he's gonna be able to fight by the end of the year. So I guess his suspension's not lasting too long. But yeah, I do miss a Strickland press conference. You know, imagine a Strickland versus Khamzat press conference. How fucking hype that would be. Because there is bad blood there, you know. But maybe we'll see that fight down the line. If Khamzat loses or wins, and maybe Strickland wins another fight, they'll probably just try and make that fight as soon as possible. You know, it sells. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still very keen. You know, I wish that Dricus talked a bit of trash, but to be fair, he doesn't really ever start the trash talk. He only ever does it if someone trash talks him. And Hamza was pretty respectful. The crowd though, it was more like the press conference wasn't Dricus Duplessis. Uh, it wasn't Dricus Duplessis versus Hamza. It was Dricus Duplessis versus the Chicago crowd. It was crazy. He was just going back and forth with the crowd. It's still funny. Uh, Twitter hasn't learned what angles can make you look taller than you. I know people are acting like Hamza was like 8 foot tall. Like there's a video where Kamaru Usman looks like massive compared to somebody before. I can't remember who it was. I think it was a heavyweight. It was like I think it was Ngannou. Like he looks taller than Ngannou because of the angle, but it's like it's so stupid. Like for fuck's sake, man. Like, yeah, Twitter just never learns. Like, I said this yesterday in my stream that Dricus Duplessis is clearly going to be the heavier guy than Hamzat. And everyone was like, no, he's clearly bigger. Didn't you see the photo? And it was like, you're delusional. It's like, no, he's just clearly quite fucking bigger. Just, yeah, I don't know. Fucking so I had so many stupid people in my stream yesterday. I have a feeling that the judges are going to rob the fight. I could see it. I could see it. But I don't know. I feel like it's going to be hard to rob Dricus because I think he's going to get some 10-8s in the later rounds if Hamzat shows up how he did against Usman. Do you think Murphy losing his undefeated streak to Pico? I do think so, yeah. I think Murphy's going to catch him. Oh, no, sorry. I think Pico's going to catch Murphy, sorry. I think he's going to beat him up. I think he's a nightmare matchup for Murphy. Murphy's very good, and I don't think Pico's going to be champion or anything like that. Like, I was going to pick Mobzar to beat Pico, but I think Pico has the perfect stylistic matchup in front of him with Murphy. I think he can beat him up. Because the thing about Pico is he's not Josh Emmett, who just swings big overhands. He's actually very good with his boxing, and he's got power. Why does Green fight get cancelled? He can't walk for some reason. Something happened to him. I don't know what it was exactly, but he can't walk. There's a huge Muslim population in Chicago. Yeah, makes sense. I don't start the trash talking. I finish it. That is right. Who do you think wins Tin Man Mix versus KSW guy? I think Tin Man Mix will probably beat the KSW guy. Because the KSW guy is just a pure grappler. Or at least from what I looked at his record. I haven't actually watched him, so maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe he's got good striking, but I think that Mix will be able to beat him. I think it's a stupid fight to make, though. You know, I don't understand why they would make that fight. Like, you would want to build up two prop bantamweights who are new to the division, but no, let's just throw them together. Like, I would have rather have seen Mix fight somebody who's, like, established. You know, you could have done him versus, like, I don't know, like Jonathan Martinez or something like that, something to that extent, but maybe not a ranked guy. But, there was like Davy Grant was there. Like there was so many guys you could have gave Patchy Mix, but yeah, I reckon Mix will actually win that fight. Imagine Mix gets submitted, he would actually be cooked. Yeah, he would be fucked. They would have to cut him just on principle. Michelle or GM3, really like Michelle, but I think GM3 is going to get it done in the third round. Now I think he's going to survive, and he'll get it done. Dricus just has an aura about him. This time seems like he's going to get the W. I think he's going to get that W too. Dricus just always has the aura about him. Like, people keep saying he's nervous, but I just feel like they've never watched a Dricus du Plessis press conference or watched Dricus du Plessis before. He's literally done the exact same thing every fight. Like, every press conference, he's always just there. He's chill, he's calm, he's collected. He only goes back and forth with fighters who start at first, Like, I don't know, people just like to hate on Dricus, to be fair. Murphy, the underdog, is tough not to pick from a betting perspective. If from a betting perspective, you should definitely put some money on Murphy, because he shouldn't be that big of an underdog by any means. He is good, he is good. He's a bit older, but he's good. He's UFC tested, unlike Pico, but I just think stylistically it matches up very well for Pico. The crowd would hype. It's going to be great for the fights, indeed. And I feel like Dricus performs real good when he's got the whole crowd booing him. Against in Sydney, got booed by everybody. Against Izzy, got booed by everybody. In Canada, got booed by everybody. When he fought Whittaker, got booed by everybody. Like, I don't know, Dricus is gonna be the next like Volk, when everyone's gonna love him after this fight if he wins. This is probably his Brian Ortega fight. If he wins this fight, maybe survives a tough submission attempt or something, he's gonna actually get the respect he deserves. Why disrespect for Barboza deep in the prelims? Barboza gave good fighting style. He didn't get finished by Habib. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's getting disrespected to an extent, but he's on a bit of a weird losing streak, so I get it. But he should still be higher up than some of these other fights. Wickalez has weird striking, uses his teeps like a jab, and he likes to keep his range. It's serviceable, but his submission game is very good. Yeah, it'll be interesting, because Mix could just keep getting pieced up the whole time. Yes, I picked Murphy. Their alternative promotion prospects have been kind of shitting the bed lately. Patchy Mix plus Pitbull. Yeah, very good point. Because he is a foreigner. Maybe. I doubt that, though. They always put Brazilian. Like, I'm pretty sure they have Jessica Andrade up higher on the card than him, right? Prates or Neil. I have Prates. I think Prates will win, but no English. RDR is hyped, though, of course. RDR is the beast. Scholars teach in universities and claim they are smart and cunning. Tell them find a cure when we sneeze, and that's when their nose starts running. Damn. Rate the presser out of 10. I'll probably give the presser probably a 3 out of 10. Very mid. By the way, if you're new to the channel, make sure you click that like button, click that subscribe button. Hello, Ali. How you going? It's good to have you here. Where about you from, Ali? Hello. But yeah, I reckon it's going to be a good card. Good card. I'm annoyed that Bobby Green versus CDF's off, though. I believe in KSW guys crossing over more than Bellator guys crossing over at this point. Very fair point, very fair point. Around what exact hour main event is going to start? Well, I would imagine you're in Israel, looking at your name. I'm not sure the time zone, but for me, the main event will probably be around like 12 o'clock West Australia time. Maybe 1, depending on if there's some decisions. Do you think UFC 317 is the best card so far in 2025? I do. The main event especially sells it for me. Like, that main event, I'm thinking about. I'm going to sleep thinking about the fight. I'm waking up. I'm going back and forth. Like, for the weeks of this fight, I was going back and forth. Do I go with Khamzat? Do I go with Dricus? Do I go with Hamza? Like, it's just such a close fight. I actually think Neil is going to beat the brakes off Prates in the first, but will survive because he has an iron chin and get the win. I could see that. I can honestly see that, Neil he started very quick, very quick his last fight. Damn, you sexy. Thanks, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Cool songs. I like your Pepe the Frog. Is that Pepe the Frog? I like the Pepe the Frog profile picture. It's very sexy too. And he's young, yeah. Prates, very young man, so definitely younger than Jeff Neal. Plus, he did do a bit better against Ian Gary. He at least hurt Gary. Neil couldn't really do that. I think Brian Battle will get the W. I do. I think Brian Battle's getting the dub. I think he'll probably get a decision. Ruzabayev's pretty tough. Bobby Green dropped out, I know. It's very sad. Apparently Bobby Green couldn't walk. I'm not sure the extent to what he did, but yeah, apparently he just straight can't walk, so understandable why he pulled out. Position a scenario in which both fighters' stock rises in the main. Okay, I reckon first round, Khamzat gets a big takedown. He badly mauls Dricus. Dricus survives the submission attempt, reverses position. He's on top of Khamzat, lands some ground and pound in the first round. Second round, they're going back and forth. Khamzat drops Dricus. Dricus gets back up. They end up scrapping it out, and then in the fourth or fifth round, Dricus subs him. I reckon that's how you rise both fighters' stock. They both prove that they're good in each other's posit. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I think that's probably the best way if you wanted to rise both fighters' stock. They would have to have success in both of each other's worlds. Hold on. I need to put on Google Translate to read that, Ali. I'm sorry, I don't speak Arabic. I think that's Arabic. Let me check. I'll get my laptop out. Who beats Taporia? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know who beats Taporia at this point. Best shot is Islam, if Islam was to come back down, but that's a big if. So I don't know. I don't really know. Armin is the one who has the best shot in the division at the moment, but I just think that Ilya would beat him. So, bro, can you tell me my daughter's name? Ali is my Habibi. Who beats Taporia? I pick Khamzat. DDP the GOAT, indeed. DDP is the GOAT. Khamzat said he's going to kill him. Yeah, I feel like Khamzat, when he says he's going to kill somebody, it's a bit different. Like, I feel like because his English isn't his first language, he doesn't literally mean he's going to murder them, you know? Brother, can you tell me my daughter's name? Her name is Walter George. Your daughter's name is Walter George. What a name. Full 5-round war. Dricus gets the W, immediate rematch. I pick Khamzat. Jack Della would smoke Ilya. Yeah, I think he's too big for Ilya. Way too big for Ilya. Ilya can win some fights at welterweight, but it's just he's way too small, I reckon. He's very skilled. He'd be much more skilled than the welterweights, but like I imagine him eating a head kick from like Jeff Neal. DDP look very different than Trash Talk. He does. Indeed. Brother, could you tell me my daughter's name? Her name is Walter George. I've told you it, brother. But if Ilya moves up and beats Islam, I reckon he would retire immediately. Yeah, probably, yeah. Because Ilya said he's going to retire before he's 30, or he'll retire when he is 30, so he doesn't really have much longer. You know, he's almost, well, he's like 28 now, so he's only got like 2 years left in the sport if he goes ahead with that. A scenario in which both fighters' stock drops. Probably a back and forth decision when nothing happens, where it's like they both the way both their stock would drop is if we get like an Ngannou versus Lewis situation where it's just like 5 strikes per round. It's just, you know, just nothing of note happens. That's like a split decision. Brother, can you tell me my daughter's name? Her name is Walter George. Jorge Walter Jorge. Like, I don't know what you want me to say, brother. I'm saying what you're telling me to say. I don't think it's translating properly if that's what you want me to say. Khamzat cage hugs the entire fight. No striking. That will not happen. What do you think about the Khamzat and DDP face-off? They look exactly how I imagined them to look. I didn't expect... I don't know. People on Twitter thought that Khamzat was going to be like massive compared to him, but it was just the angle. I feel like just MMA fans don't understand angles. They're both big boys. Yeah, they're big. But the thing is, Dricus is definitely the stockier guy. Khamzat's taller, but you can tell he's not as beefy. His body's not as beefy. You know, he's a bit leaner. Bit of a leaner guy. But Twitter user discovers perspective. I think Google Translate is on something. Yeah, I think so too. I can't imagine that's what he's actually saying. I think they announced, brother. brother. I knew Khamzat should be 180 because he doesn't look 170 yet. Oh, they added Marwan Rahiki's fight. Finally got booked for Dana White Contender Series. Ali, I think Google Translate is not translating properly. Let me I don't think it's translating properly. Let me check. Let me see what you said. Say it in Arabic again. Let me find what you said in Arabic. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Oh, brother, can you tell me my daughter's name is her birthday? Oh, happy birthday to your daughter. Is that what you want me to say? You want me to say happy birthday to your daughter? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what your daughter's name is, but happy birthday. Her name is Walter, brother. Happy birthday to Walter. Happy birthday, Walter. Walter George. Bro, whom you got? DDP or Khamzat? I got DDP, but I think Khamzat's got a really good shot. CP is the worst. Yeah, it is. It's really bad. Most confident picks on the card. Most confident picks on the card are probably Kaya Sakura, Beisanga Sukaraev. I think Beisanga Sukaraev is going to smoke Eric Nolan. Very confident in him. And then probably Alibi Idris. I think Alibi Idris will beat Joseph Morales. So yeah, those are probably my three most confident fights. And then probably, yeah, they're the most confident. Endgame Walter. I think that's it. Happy birthday to your daughter. Who wins, DDP or Khamzat? I got DDP. Did you watch his Contender Series fight? I did. I watched it live. He was very good performance. Yeah, it was a very good performance. He's very good striker, good takedown defense. Chase Hooper. I think Chase Hooper wins, but I'm not super confident that he's gonna get it done, to be honest. Like I think he'll win, but I just worry that Hernandez might just chin him early. Because the thing is, Hernandez will fight a bit dirty as well. Remember when he fought Beneil Dariush? Absolutely faked the glove touch and knocked him out. I could see a similar scenario to that, to be honest. It would not surprise me if he was to do something dirty like that. Endgame. Are you South African? No, I'm Australian. I'm from Australia. How about you? Where are you from? Let me see. Chicago were cheering for CP at the press conference. The Chicago the Chicago crowd was just, yeah, they were just all over the place. Twitter user discovers perspective. I think Cannonier might grind out MVP. It's possible. He's going to be much bigger. He's going to be the bigger man. Endgame Walter. Is that what you meant to send? Happy birthday to Endgame Walter. I apologize, Ali. I just think Google Translate's really messed up because the translate, I don't think it's coming out properly. But yeah, happy birthday to Endgame Walter, if that's what you want me to say. Canadian got robbed against the Marvel. Yeah, he was doing pretty good. It was a very early stoppage. I think he would have got finished if it kept going, but it was just, yeah, it was very premature. Is Volk your favorite fighter? He's up there, but my favorite fighter is JDM. Jack Della's my favorite fighter because he's from my city. So I've been a big Jack Della fan since 2020. I watched him in Eternal, and then he came to the UFC. So yeah, and I've met him before. He's the first fighter I met. So JDM's my favorite fighter. And from India, I can't understand the high difference between DDP and Khamzat in the hotel. Khamzat looked taller now. Both look the same in the press conference face-off. It was literally it was the angle. It was because Khamzat was a bit further away, so he looked a lot bigger. Who would you pick in JDM versus Makachev? I got JDM. Bilal really made the Chicago crowd boo DDP, I know. It was very sad for DDP. Perspective, mate. Yeah, it's all about perspective. Got 23 people in here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. DDP looked like he was going to cry. He always looks like that. I don't know why. He always looks like that. Like, I don't know. Even in the cage, he always looks like that. I remember against Darren Till, he looked like that. LMFAO. Chicago hates Bilal. I don't know why. They just hated DDP, man. I guess, yeah. Every crowd just hates DDP. I don't know why. He seems like he's a cool guy. He fights. He's got good fights, but he just never gets the respect. But I think it's good. It's fuel for him, you know. I don't think DDP's gonna rest until he gets a fucking home crowd because like the man hasn't been cheered in a fight for about fucking since his whole UFC career. I think he's been booed in every fight. I'm rooting for Khamzat. Herzog is getting paid by Vegas. You know, I've seen a lot of people say it. Also, the thing is, I watched this video, Bilal the Goat. Bilal the Goat. Where are you from, Cool Songs, anyway? But I saw he smokes DDP any day. Nah. DDP gets that one. But I saw the video from both angles, and in both angles, Khamzat looked taller. Let's see how they look at ceremonial weigh-in. I think DDP's he's the much thicker guy, much more muscular guy. You know, he's got big back muscles. Your name is Hengame Korke Valfer. Happy birthday to Hengame Korke Valfer. I apologize if my pronunciation's off. Where are you from, Ali? Are you from... I thought you were Arab, but that doesn't sound like a super Arab name. That sounds more like Caucasus Mountains. Khamzat was mumbling into the mic. I could barely hear what he was saying. Yeah. Do you think Khamzat's cardio has increased? I think this is the thing. I think Khamzat has great cardio. I don't think he has bad cardio. I do think he fights at such a high pace he can't maintain it. Ali probably Iranian? Okay, yeah, maybe. That is, yeah, that actually that does sound a bit more Iranian now that I'm thinking about it. That's probably why the translation was a bit off. Do you think Khamzat's cardio has increased? I read that. But yeah, I think Khamzat has good cardio. I just think he can't maintain a crazy pace, you know. Nobody could maintain the pace he fights at. You know, it's impossible. Hashtag Chona. But yeah, I reckon, you know, Khamzat's cardio problems are a bit overstated. But he can gas. It's not he has good cardio, but obviously he's no like Max Holloway. He's no like who's like somebody else I can think of. He's no Anthony Hernandez with cardio is probably what I should say. Khamzat will win. He could definitely win. There's a chance he's got it in the bag. Bilal's sexiness showdown versus Big Ank, who win? It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. Big Ank's got aura. Big Ank's got aura, you know. People forget. Big Ank's got some aura, you know. He flipped off the crowd. He looked like Stone Cold Magomed Ankalaev. Khamzat is always favorite. DDP is mostly under. Let's see what happens. It's crazy. Can't wait. Training with Sam Calavita will help his cardio. Yeah, but that's the thing though. Sam Calavita. Khamzat left his last training camp because they made him overtrain. Sam Calavita his whole thing is making fighters overtrain. I think it's actually a bad thing for Khamzat to be training with Sam Calavita because I don't think Khamzat's ever had cardio issues. I think he just fights too high pace. Plus, a lot of guys who train with Sam Calavita all seem to pop for PEDs as well. You know, TJ Dillashaw as an example. You putting money on DDP? I don't bet. Betting's haram. I don't bet. Bye. Are you going, Ali? Goodbye then. What fire up the contest is the final look between them on the press conference. Yeah, that was the best part was the face off, not the actual trash talk. The actual face off was the best bit of the fight, I reckon. Khamzat fight with Rob was a bit of a fluke. Rob had crap teeth going in. Yeah, that I wouldn't say a fluke. I think he would have beat Rob anyway. But yeah, it was a bit of a freak finish. Thank you, brother. It was all good, brother. I hope you subscribed. I'll see you some other time, Ali, if you're ever in a stream. In terms of power, who do you think has more raw strength, DDP or Khamzat? Just raw strength, probably. I feel like Khamzat's more, just for his size, because he's the smaller guy. I feel like Khamzat's probably got more subscribed. Good man. I appreciate you. I feel like he's probably got more raw strength, just like freakish strength. While DDP's got more like bodybuilder type strength, while Khamzat's got freakish strength. That's probably the best way to... Like, he's not got bodybuilder strength, but Khamzat's like, he can do weird stuff because of technique and just from wrestling from so much. Yes. The fight ends in 1. He doesn't need cardio anyway. It's possible. It's possible. I could see it. It's just going to be interesting. I'm really curious to see how it goes because obviously Khamzat can 100% take down Dricus. No doubt in my mind he can. Yes. And you? What about Ali? What about me? I can't remember what I said, sorry. Khamzat got to win, my friend. He definitely can, Sigma. He definitely can. He's got a very good shot. I don't mind who wins either way. I like them both. You know, I really don't mind. Like, I generally am a fan of, these are two of my top three middleweights. You know, my top three middleweights are Dricus du Plessis, Reina de Ritter, Khamzat Chimaev. So I don't really mind who wins this. Regardless, though, Khamzat will be a champion one day. If he doesn't become champion beating Dricus, he will become champion one day. I guarantee it. I watched the press conference to get dirty, but it was overall respectful. But they are storing all the meanness for the fighter teams, and the smaller burns went hard on Khamzat, and plus the fighter who's usually the most active without being burned out or hurt bad usually wins. Yeah, that's mainly the reason why I think DDP wins. Ali, sorry, I don't know what you said. You're gonna have to repeat it. It's a tough pick. It is a tough pick indeed. Do you bet? Whom did you bet? I don't bet. I never bet. I used to bet, but no, I haven't bet for probably about 4 or 3 years. I just don't. Every time I bet, something weird happens. You know, I only bet on Dana White Contender Series because it's a lot easier to predict. But yeah, no, I haven't bet. But if I was to bet, I'd probably bet on Dricus, especially because he's an underdog. You know, he's an underdog and he's got a very good shot to win this fight. You know, it's not a one-sided fight by any means. Do you think the fight goes full 5 rounds? Nah. I reckon it goes under 5 rounds. I reckon maybe 4 rounds. Maybe it makes it into the championship rounds, but I'll go under 4 rounds. I reckon it'll go 4 rounds at the very least. But yeah, I don't think it makes it to the 5th. But we'll see. I just don't think it makes it a decision. I'd be very shocked if it on either end. Amir Ali Akbari. 3 rounds, I think. Yeah, I could see that. I'd give Dricus a 1% advantage. Yeah, Dricus is tough. He's very tough. He's a tough guy. It's going to be very interesting to see how it all plays out. I have Khamzat 49-46. I thought this was the real Lucas Tracy for a second. Gonna be wild. It is. It's gonna be crazy. Just to see him facing off in the cage is gonna be awesome. People saying DDP look a bit nervous in the press. What do you think? Is he a little nervous against Khamzat? I don't know. He always looks like this. He always looks the same. You know. I don't think it's fair to say he looks nervous. Maybe he just looks probably a bit excited. But I don't know. Like DDP always has that same facial expression. Even when he was fighting like Brad Tavares, Darren Till, he sort of looked like that. Fake Lucas Tracy, we meet again. Chimaev going to put him away. Bye. Goodbye, Ali. If Khamzat loses, I bet he gets an immediate rematch unless DDP says anything about every other opponent getting a rematch. Yeah, I think they're going to do Khamzat versus Strickland if he loses. It's the fight to make this bad blood. Who do you fancy for? Like, who do I think is going to win? I think DDP will win. They both will go for the kill in round 1. All the strategy goes out the window once Khamzat just leaps in the takedown. We didn't get enough Murphy questions. You're right. We did not get enough Murphy questions. We were all waiting. We're all expecting them to ask Lerone Murphy many questions, but they just asked Aaron Pico a lot more. It's just delusional Khamzat fans reaching. Yeah, I know. Everyone just acts like DDP's like not a defending 2-time champ who's beat, you know, high-level guys. Khamzat GOAT, bro. He might be the GOAT. If he wins this, I don't really see anybody beating him at middleweight, so he could become the GOAT. What's next for Pico after he loses? Maybe Josh Emmett. Josh Emmett's a good fight for him. If Strickland isn't going to fight Izzy, I don't know if he's going to want to fight Khamzat. He's not ducking Izzy. He already beat Izzy. I don't think he wants to rematch Izzy because he's already beat him. I think he wants to fight somebody new. To be fair, there wasn't enough time for a panel that size. I know they needed to, if they're going to have like a whole main card up there, they need to do a bit of a longer one. Because it never makes any sense why they do so little. Khamzat starches Strickland. He does. I do. I think Khamzat would destroy him. They are both at their prime, do you think? Is this the best version of both of them? It's hard to know with Khamzat because he overtrains, you know. Who knows what injuries Khamzat's got going on right now, you know. Especially after Khamzat dealt with, you know, his illnesses and stuff like that. His immune system is pretty bad. So I don't know if he's in his prime form anymore. But if he is, it's going to be a very good fight. The media should have asked Murphy, why do you fight exactly like Leon? If Khamzat lose, He fighting Costa. Yeah, they'll probably do Costa because that's a winnable fight for Khamzat. Then they'll probably do Strickland. Sure, Strickland's a clown, doesn't know how to fight. It's like he's there just to get punched in the face. Yeah, it's weird though because his like style really works, but it shouldn't work. You watch him fight and you're like, this guy should not be winning at a high level in MMA. But somehow Sean Strickland is a former UFC champion. He somehow destroyed Israel Adesanya purely in the striking. It just makes no sense. Asakura came for nothing. I know. I felt really bad for Asakura to be fair. Like, yeah, literally, poor guy came for nothing. Costa doesn't deserve that fight. One win in the last 5 years. Yeah, I think they should do Costa versus Brendan Allen, but Brendan Allen said he doesn't want to fight Paulo Costa, so that's a bit of a shame, I reckon. It would have been a cool fight. Whitaker lost against DDP in round 2 and he lost against Khamzat in round 1, but still Whitaker picked DDP will win. Why would that be? Because it doesn't really matter about what round you lose. It's about what you feel, and I think he feels that DDP is a bit more well-rounded. His cardio and his pressure is a bit of a problem, you know. And I feel like he feels that DDP can utilize that against Khamzat. Joshua Van locked in when the media asked him no questions at the spear card. Yeah, exactly. Remember, if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. You know, I go live very often, do these things. I answer all your questions. DDP with a fucking rainbow flag. Yeah, to be fair, I don't understand the whole kissing the coach thing. I've never understood that. Like I'm Dutch, like a quarter Dutch, and we like Afrikaans culture is very similar to Dutch culture, and we never kissed any of my family members on the lips. Where are you from? I'm Australian. I'm from Australia. How quickly does Asakura destroy Emmett? Asakura destroy Emmett? Do you mean Elliot? Where are you from? It's a South African thing. But I've talked to other South Africans and they say that's not a thing. So I don't know. Maybe it's a regional thing. Maybe it depends on what region of South Africa. Do you speak Dutch? I don't. All I know is slap laka, which is like good night, sleep well. Don't you think DDP will also be tied due to Khamzat's high pace? I mean, it's possible, but we've seen Dricus fight at high pace before. And I think if they both get tired, I feel like Dricus is actually the one who can keep he can fight tired. You know, he can keep pushing a pace when he's really tired. While I don't know if Khamzat can do the same thing. Because we've seen against Kamaru Usman when Khamzat tired out, he stopped throwing punches. I thought Khamzat broke his hand in that fight because he stopped throwing jabs and everything. I live in South Africa and I've never seen the kissing thing. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like I've never heard. I've talked to other South Africans and they've never heard it. They've never done that before. So I don't know why Dricus and his like whole team do that. I like Australians. Quillen, he dropped Anshul, man. That shit was funny. Yeah. I love Quillen. I've interviewed Quillen Sourkilled quite a few times actually. Me and Quillen were like boys, you know. Well, all you Australians and your shoeies like Thai. I mean, I don't drink alcohol. So I don't do shoeies. But yeah, a lot of Australians do shoeies. Khamzat broke his wrist, so I don't count that fight for cardio, but for durability. Did he break his wrist though? But if he did, yeah, that makes sense because yeah, he stopped throwing punches, so that was weird. Usman fight. Impression of old Volk fighting his old neighbor. Oh, little fighter boy. Fucking what's her name? What was the woman's name in that little ad he does? Beverly. Beverly, you're done. Beverly, you're done. I'm calling the police. You go to prison. You're done. Yeah, I'm really bad at doing Volk's voice. I don't know how. It's really hard to do like I can do like impressions of like people from other countries, but I can't do Australian fighters impressions. Like I can do GSP, you know. It's like I'm not impressed with your performance, you know. Like it's very easy to do a GSP, but it's so hard to do a Volk. Like I don't know, it's harder to do regional accents for me than it is to do like people from like other countries. Let's see. Did I miss any ones? But yeah, I think you meant to say Elliot, Mr. C. But I actually think Asakura is probably going to get a decision. I think he's just going to beat up Elliot. Elliot's really tough. He doesn't really get chinned too often. So I reckon it goes the distance. But Asakura just wins a pretty lopsided decision over him. Beats him up badly. Let the Dutchman speak. DDP fights for greatness. Khamzat fights for money for his mum and his people in Chechnya. Which one would be the greater motivation? It's tough. I feel like continue the live stream with GSP voice. I don't know. I might lose all my viewers. I don't think people want to hear me talk like that the whole time. You know. 17Y. I'm not impressed with your chat fucking DDP has French ancestry though. He does have French ancestry, but he would like he said in the DDP, not in the DDP in the MMA Guru video. He's like, it's French. His last name's French, but like he's clearly got Dutch ancestry. He looks very Dutch. Like his last name is definitely French. Duplessis is very French, but answer the motivation question. Probably Khamzat. But DDP is also just I don't know. DDP's got like crazy motivation, so I don't know. It's very equal. Khamzat's fighting more for his life. DDP's fighting more for his legacy, for his future. Let's fight, me and you. Sure, why not? Where are you from, Ryan? Chimaev smash everybody. Bro, you think your dad beat the shit? Oh no, that's Strick. I was doing Strickland's way. Bro, you think your dad beat the shit out of you? Your dad doesn't have shit on me. Do an impression of Bilal. I'm from Chicago. I'm from Chicago. Don't you know I'm from Chicago? I'm Bilal Muhammad. Remember your name. I'm from Chicago. Answer the motivation question. But yeah, where you from, Brian? Well, I think that's your name. Brian with an E. Your dad ain't got shit on me. Crazy fucking. I'm sad that his crying streak didn't continue. Do Khamzat impression. I'm going to smash everybody, brother. Everybody, brother. Everybody. Everybody. I'm going to kill everybody. Kill everybody. Woo! That's my Khamzat. You always got to add the woo at the end. When Khamzat screams, he's like, you'll kill everybody. Everybody can get it, brother. Everybody. Woo! I used to love when he would just scream. Dude, just send yourself 2-3 years to Dagestan, forget. Objectively, Khamzat Mogs, DDP. DDP looks flustered. I mean, just like bulk-wise, like he clearly is the bulkier dude. I'm the king, I'm the champ. Woo! You fight like a guy in a fucking... oh, wait, here's the fucking thing, you guys. This guy fights like a fucking retard on a short bus. Khamzat fights for money, family, religion, country, while DDP fights for family, legacy, and country, and well, continent really. He fights for all of Africa. Do you do any combat sports, martial arts? I've done kickboxing, I've done wrestling, jiu-jitsu, MMA. Do you think Khamzat bullied DDP in face-off? He said you got 2 days with the belt or something like that. I don't think he bullied him. I think DDP took it pretty well. Ah, fucking Mason, you did the whole Henry Cejudo thing. I used to fuck. Oh, no. It was the Benavides. It was Benavides. It was like, yeah. I used to fuck guys like you in high school. Tough. Bulk-wise, yes. DDP is bigger. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a very, very good one. I'm very excited to see how it all plays out. Bulk-wise, yes, DDP is bigger. It's going to be a good one. It's definitely going to be a good one. DDP is more patriotic, 100%. He doesn't change where he's from, He's always repping that Safa flag. Brother, Australia has no wrestling, brother. Unk Chael pick Dricus. Oh, no. Australia doesn't have wrestling. I felt like DDP was in the should I get mean on this guy, keep a respectful mode. Yeah. Bro, DDP himself shat himself. He could not say anything to him like he did with Strickland and Izzy. That's just not who DDP is. He doesn't just trash talk. He trash talk with Izzy and Strickland because they started it. They started the trash talk. But with look at Rob. When he fought Rob, DDP was so respectful to Rob. Didn't trash talk him at all. Didn't trash talk Darren Till. It's all about if you disrespect him, he'll trash talk you. Do you drink coffee or any caffeine? Nah, I don't drink any coffee, caffeine. Don't drink alcohol. I don't drink anything really besides water and smoothies and milk. The only thing left is the Kiki curse. I think he's gonna submit Dricus round 1. If they didn't shook hands to the hotel, the press conference would have got dirtier. He's super respectful and beat the shit out of Rob. And Khamzat isn't as emotional as Strickland, or is he? Yeah, I feel like there's just less of these guys. They're more mentally stable. I feel like, even though Khamzat's like a maniac to an extent. He's clearly a lot more mentally stable than Strickland and Izzy. He doesn't take things to heart as much. Chael lied and said Khamzat married Kadyrov's daughter. That's fucking crazy. That's a crazy fucking lie for Chael to make up. Chael's gonna have to personally apologize to Kadyrov. Wow, no caffeine. I can respect that. Yeah, no caffeine, man. What's your thoughts on Pico? Very good. Very good. Just worry about his chin. The only thing with Pico is his durability. But skill-wise, very good fighter, very good fighter. Just a bit of a glass cannon, unfortunately. The Kiki curse, Drake betting course. Yeah, Drake's 100% going to bet on Khamzat. I know for a fact he will. Chow is hilarious. I love Chow. I remember Chow messaged me once because there was like a fake Peterson, like the referee Peterson account that was going around, and I like said that it was fake, and he just DM'd me. He's like, "It's not real." He's like, "Damn, I was about to make a video on that." Throwing decision. Khamzat is like the Joker in Dark Knight Rises. He's a good guy, but never knows when he became the crazy guy. Yeah, Khamzat is just a bit crazy, right? He's a, smash everybody, brother. Smash everybody, brother. He's going to be a massive star if he wins, though. He will be massive, massive, massive star. Kadyrov is a marauder. People forget, man. Kadyrov, he completely neutralized the LGBT community. People forget, man. Kadyrov. When Kadyrov shows up, you know... Pereira broke the Drake curse in one fight at least. Yeah, the Drake curse is like, gets broken a few times every now and then. Chow showing signs of CTE. Chow texted me to marry his wife. Have you guys heard the story about how Chow like got his wife? Apparently he like, if I remember, oh actually no, I think I'm thinking of Michael Chandler. I think it was Michael Chandler where he like got her number and he just kept harassing her until she eventually like agreed to go on a date with him. Just apparently just wasn't fucking giving up. He's gonna take him out, dude. Dricus is done. I don't think so. I think Dricus is gonna chat his way to victory. Chatting your way to victory is like underrated, man. Like he's just gonna chat it out. No, that was Chael. Was it Chael? I think it was Michael Chandler as well. Chael is Kaio's source. Yeah, probably, man. Kaio. Do you guys see Kaio Borello say that something's happened with the main event? He was trying to like, I don't know if it's like manifestation or what, but Kaio Borello is always just fucking talking shit, man. He was like saying stuff like, you know, oh, there's something wrong with the main event, you know, there's no backup anymore, you know, I think that means that they're gonna want to call me or something. He's like, what are you talking about? Chael, Dricus du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev. Yeah, he says Khamzat. Ilya versus TDP in light heavyweight. Who will win? TDP. Jesus Christ, could you imagine Ilya at light heavyweight? Kyle still waiting in the weigh-ins. Yeah. When will the fight take place? This Sunday, Elvis Norris. It will take place. Well, actually, I don't know where you are located. It'll be in 2 days though. I don't know. For me, it'll be Sunday. If you're American, it'll be Saturday. For me, it'll be in the morning. For you, it'll be at nighttime. You know, depending on I'm not sure your time zone, but yeah, it'll be Sunday for Australia, Saturday for America. Argentina, that'll probably be Saturday for you then, I'd imagine. Chael says hazmat. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, he says hazmat. Yeah, Sunday 5 in the morning. Damn. Saturday. Hi from Maryland. Hello, Ray Ray. Ray Ray from Maryland. How's it going? Shout out to Maryland. You from Baltimore, Maryland, from any chance? Whoso. Here it's Sunday 6-7 morning. Unk Chael. Hazmat Chimaev. Baltimore. Kyle is hitting Ruben Carter methods, but people just still report his news because he's a UFC fighter. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Who do you think will win? I got Dricus du Plessis getting it done. How about you, Elvis? Who you got? Shout out to Argentina, by the way. Argentina's got a lot of good UFC fighters coming up. Kevin Valhos and Esteban Ribovic, very good fighters. Islam versus Khamzat, who wins? I'd say Khamzat, just too big for Islam. Khamzat is more fun to watch than Habib. I agree. Khamzat's very fun. Khamzat's an entertaining fighter, both on the feet and the ground. I'm other of KM, Esteban. You got MVP or Cannonier? I've got MVP. You got MVP or Cannonier? I just read that. I don't know why I just reread that. I got MVP. Dricus versus Stupic. I go with Duplessis. Good man. Make sure you subscribe, Elvis Norris, if you're new to the channel. Argentina has some German talent. They do. People forget, man. Chimaev versus Magomed. Be a good fight. Do you think this is the fight of the year? I do think so. I think this is the biggest fight of the year. I don't think any fight will be bigger than this. Unless maybe Islam versus JDM, but I think this fight's a bit more hyped. You know, just because it's a long time coming. We've wanted to see Chimaev fight for the belt for 5 years, pretty much. We all knew he was going to fight for the belt in 2020 or 20. When did he debut? Was it 2020 or 2021? I actually can't remember. I think he debuted in 2020, right? It's been a while. He's actually been in the UFC for quite a while. I think it was 2020 because it was during lockdown. I just subscribed, and I'm Cuban. We have Yoel Romero. Oh, nice, nice. You're Cuban, but you live in Argentina. Nice. Oh shit. Because a certain political party escaped the 20. Will you be surprised if Khamzat knocks DDP out in the first round, if DDP submit him in the first round? Which one is more surprising? I think DDP subbing Khamzat in the first round would be more surprising. That'd be a lot more unexpected for me. Chimaev beats Ankin Madalena back to back. He wouldn't. I don't think he could beat Madalena at welterweight. I think it's too big of a weight cut now. I don't think he can make the weight. Have they made their weight? Hope everything goes smoothly till the cage closes. They make weight. The weigh-ins are in about 12 hours, 10 hours time. Dan Hooker roasted Oliveira. Yeah, I know, they keep going back and forth. They've been beefing for a while, actually, you know. Like, that's been a long time coming, the beef between them two. Okay, let's have a look. I think Khamzat debuted in 2020, yeah. Yo, I didn't see the press conference filming and nothing happened. Like, nothing of note happened whatsoever. Like, I'm just gonna be straight honest with you, Anderson. Nothing happened. It was very boring. The biggest moment was Eric Noland, who's fighting Sukaraev, saying that Sukaraev and Chimaev are butt buddies. That's like literally it. Can Chimaev take out... Can Chimaev take Jack out at 85? Oh, 100%, yeah. If they did JDM versus Chimaev at 185, Chimaev would ragdoll JDM. Hooker versus... he should fight Gaethje, but Gaethje's not going to accept that fight now. Dan Hooker, really underrated fighter. Khamzat mauls DDP, unfortunately. It's possible. What if Madalena moves up to 185? I don't think he would, but if he was, I do think he would lose to Chimaev, unfortunately. Who was the guy with the weird voice in the press conference? Was that the guy in the wheelchair? I'm not sure. I honestly thought it was that Nardware guy, you know, the guy who knows all this stuff about like the celebrities. I thought it was him at first, and then I'd seen the guy in the wheelchair, and I was like, oh fuck. What if we get the news that DDP is dead by heart attack? Well, the fight wouldn't be happening if that happens. How did they look? Did DDP look drained? Nah, maybe a little bit. He looks how he always does during fight week. Nothing out of the ordinary. Why do you think the crowd at the press conference were pro-Chimaev and booing DDP? People are like gentlemen now. I think it's just because Chicago's got a big Islamic community, so they're probably really behind Chimaev there. What is a Mog? Just means he's bigger. Just means he's like bigger than Chimaev, like bulkier. Chris Matinho got robbed last fight. He was just doing faceplant guard. Exactly. Khamzat went full Taliban at the end. Jesus Christ, why did I read that? Are you guys going to say Mug? No, not Mug. Hi, where are you from? M10. I'm from Australia. Where are you from, M10? Say, Justin deserves Zillia. He saved UFC 300 with his consciousness. Khamzat said God is great. What do you mean Taliban? Yeah, I know. I know what Allah Akbar means. It means God is great. So that's the one time I just read someone's message without actually properly reading it. Jesus Christ. DTP by counter-terrorism is fucking insane. Neither of them are terrorists. That's fucking crazy. But good to see you, Conor McGregor. Did you guys see Conor McGregor? He's back in the testing pool now. He finally did his first test. Nah, Mog was pickup artist slang, but it's weird that it's mainstream now. It's been mainstream for a while, to be fair. Like, I've heard people say Mog for ages. I'm from Iran. Nice. Shout out to Iran. I like Iran. Iranian people are very cool. Are you Persian? Dearborn, Michigan has the highest Muslim population per capita in the US. Chicago ain't far away. Yeah, Dearborn's like majority Muslim, I'm pretty sure. I always see I remember I set my Bumble to Dearborn, Michigan a couple months ago when I was bored one time. I was like, fuck it. Let's see what's going on in Dearborn, Michigan. You can say the word. Khamzat said it himself. Don't be a snowflake. I'm not being a snowflake. What are you talking about? Chicago full of inbreds. Oh, a quote from Khamzat. Girls like terrorist. Oh, yeah. He did say that. Yeah, Khamzat did technically, yeah, he called himself a terrorist. That was pretty crazy. That was crazy, to be fair. Doesn't he have a wife? Like, what does he mean, girls? I mean, to be fair, he's allowed more than one, but still. Where in Iran are you from, M-Tan? And shout out, if you're new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button. I actually have a big Iranian subscriber base. I was looking at my stats the other day, and I actually have quite a lot of subscribers from Iran, so, you know, that's pretty cool. Tiberias. Because Kadyrov's a fella. Niles, Michigan in the house. K1 hilarious. Tehran. You're from Tebris. Tebris, where's this? Let's have a look. Oh, nice. You're in the East Azerbaijan district. It is the 6th most populous city in Iran. It's close to the border of the Republic of Azerbaijan. Nice. Because he's Kadyrov's fella. Khamzat is trans, I can confirm. Where's your proof, Conor McGregor? How can you confirm it? Have you seen him? Have you seen him personally? Why do you think Muslims get tagged with a terrorist when the Jews are killing kids in Gaza? Is it because they have the media to whitewash them? Yeah, pretty much. I went to Tehran once when I was younger. Nice. Where are you from again? 17Y? I can't remember where you're from again. I think you've said it before. Chimaev vs. Duplessis will be the biggest middleweight fight ever. It's going to be massive. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a big one. Free Palestine. Indeed. Free Palestine. Chimaev vs. Duplessis will be the biggest middleweight fight ever. I just read that. If I become president, I will make Coke free. Nice. That's one way to beat the cartels, you know. You just completely get them out of there. Be like, you know what? Coke's free. The cartels won't know what to do. They'll be flustered. Their whole operation's done. Thanks, Connie. Hello, Lightweight Fitness. Good to see you again. Remember, if you're new to the channel, hit the like. If you're new to the stream, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, click the subscribe button. We support gays anyway. It will be underwhelming. Fight calculated. How can you make Marab level cardio? I think a lot of it is genetic. I feel like Marab lives in a high altitude place as well, and Marab is also just built a bit differently, you know. Maybe EPO, who knows? But like, he's just crazy cardio. Ben is the king. I am the king. I am the king. Lots of live drilling. Like, I don't know, Marab is crazy. Like, he's a crazy cool guy. Like, Marab is just built differently, man. Pantoja moves up and would beat Marab, in my opinion. I just don't think his cardio is good enough for Marab. We've seen Pantoja gas out. He does fight good when he's gassed anyway, but I just feel like Marab would put that pace on him, you know, back and forth pace, shoot takedown. Did you see that swimming video of Marab? He plunges at one end, swims across the pool. I know, he's crazy. He's quite literally the definition of built differently. Like, there is just nobody else built like him. Goon. You want to goon to me, Kieran? Is that what you're saying? You're gooning to me? How old is Marabi? Marab is 35, I believe. He's an older guy. Like, he's old for the weight class, but he's built differently. He will be just defending the belt for like 5 fucking years if he wants to be. Swimming increases cardio, right? It does, yeah. Apparently it does. Hi, just got home. Uh-oh. Definitely on EPO. I mean, it's possible. There's a possibility. Fluffy has Marab cardio. He does. Nobody else works hard. Only Marab works hard. Pick it up, you other professional athletes. To be fair, yeah, it's like a lot of these guys really don't work as hard as they should. Khamzat definitely not getting on the White House card after screaming Allah Akbar. I mean, I think he'll still get on it if he really wanted to. But yeah, they probably. But I mean, there was that thing that went around a while ago that he had ties to like some pretty shady people. This was before Kadyrov. But So, like, maybe because of Kadyrov, they wouldn't let him on the card, but I think it'll be all good. But I'd imagine they would want American fighters on the White House card anyway. Dominated O'Malley. He dominated Sean O'Malley. Why did CP lose to a cuck? I feel bad for him. Who the fuck are you talking about, Conor McGregor? I know, it is very sad though. Like CP, why are we referring to him as CP? I don't like Asakura. Yeah, I feel bad for Asakura as well. Poor fucking guy. Oh, my fucking lips are dry. Whom did you predict wins the main event? I predicted Dricus Plessis to win, good sir. Who you got? Makali Tal. Who do you think's gonna win? DDP gonna violate Chimaev Saturday night? Krish Rijavani. Haha. So a couple days ago I said, what fight do you think will get cancelled? You said no fights will get cancelled. I said you were wrong. 2 fights cancelled this morning. It's only Thursday. Give me my flowers. Yeah, respect. You got it. You probably did something to get it cancelled. Do you think the world has got a lot more racist, a lot racist overall? Yes, I do believe so. Tim will get slapped. RDR will avenge DDP. He will. Dana said he trusts McGregor over. Yeah, he said he trusts McGregor more than he trusts John Jones, which is like such a backhanded fucking thing to say. So many elite fighters from the Caucasus Mountains, and they all border each other. Dagestan, Chechnya, Georgia, Armenia. Yeah, even North Oceania. There's like the one that Azamat Bekawev's from. I think it's like North Ossetia. Then there's also Azamat Mirzakhanov, who's Circassian. Like, there's a lot of Caucasus. There's so many different Caucasus republics people don't know about. Like, Movzar is from. He's English. He's an English as well. Okay, let's just be honest. We all want to see DDP fight the winner of Ankalaev and Pereira beat Double Champ. Tell me I'm wrong. I want to see it. I want to see him versus the winner of Amava versus Kai Barillo first, though. Marav versus Peter Yan would be a great fight. It would. I mean, we've seen it before. Marab sort of just graped him a little bit. Who you got? I've got DDP. DDP. I find MVP style boring. What do you think? It can be boring. If he's got the right dance partner, like Kevin Holland, who he can just beat up on, it's fun. But yeah. Thanks for the flowers. I really am him when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you poisoned them. Maybe you did it yourself. Maybe you're the reason Bobby Green couldn't walk. How many times does Tim Elliott cheat before Kaya Sakura is him into a new dimension? I reckon he'll do a couple eye pokes, a few dick kicks. Do you guys see that video of Tim Elliott? Tim Elliott like posted a video off in his hotel room, and it was just some fucking naked chick in the fucking room with him, just getting changed. Nah, MVP's highlights are crazy. He does, but against the right dance partners, some of his fights can be boring though. We want to see Dricus and Khamzat sleep together after fight, stream it on pay-per-view, book it, Dana. Do we really want to see that though? When MVP fought the one-eyed guy, it was cringe to watch, boring as hell, there was no contact. DDP landing in side control versus Darren Till is concerning. I don't know, the thing about DDP is, Khamzat will do that thing he did to DC where he grabs the back and he's like throwing him all over the place. But I just think that DDP will fucking end up landing on top of him. Like, I don't know, something weird's going to happen. Either that, or they're going to have a bloody fight where, like, Khamzat's going to slip on the blood and Dricus is going to get on top of him and win the fight that way. Like, something weird will happen, you know? Dricus just... He's got so many weird, freakishly weird ways to get this fight done. Is Clash Royale the best base for MMA? DC has started exercising. He has, yeah, he feels fat. Your chat is horny as fuck. Yeah, I know, I was noticing that. This happens quite a lot. Every time I do a stream, it just turns into very sexually charged chat. I don't know if this is like a normal thing for MMA chats, because I don't really check chats very often. Is this just an exclusive thing to my channel, or is it just like it's just happen every time someone streams? The best base is full beard with no mustache or coke addiction. DDP with Habib wrestling versus Hamza with Canelo boxing. Who wins? Probably DDP with Habib wrestling. Kai has underrated grappling. It didn't look that bad against Pantoja. He stuffed almost every takedown. When he got put on his back, he got right back up. Pantoja just has elite jiu-jitsu. I could see a Yuri Glover style fight. I hope so. I'd love that, to be honest. I would fucking love that. And Malcolm Wellmaker fans not going to like this. But if you're new to the channel, make sure you like the video and you subscribe and put on notifications if you're new. You should have a three-way with Guru and Lucas Tracy. I don't think so. I can't think of things I would want to have less happen or do in my life than have a threesome with the Guru and Lucas Tracy. No disrespect to them, it's just I don't swing that way. Habib versus Khamzat in wrestling, grappling, who wins? I think Khamzat's way too big for Habib. You know, Khamzat's a fucking big boy. 6'2", much heavier, much stronger. I think he would win. Conor McGregor, I remember you from OE's channel. McGregor fell off hard, yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, the McGregor has fell off quite a bit. Lucas Tracy, the best looking 5'2" guy on this side of the equator. He is. By the way, guys, I gotta go in like 20 minutes. So just put that out there so I don't just randomly disappear. I have to go like around 11. Ars, I don't remember your silly ass. Jesus Christ, man. Going at it. Yeah, Lucas Tracy is like very in shape guy. He's probably like the most athletic guy on MMA tour. I wouldn't say athletic, but in the best shape probably. He's got he has a cookbook, you know. But it's also easy for him to do that because he is like 5'6", you know. So he's got like the short man. And new champ. It's possible. Abdurrahman Al Sawad. It's possible. But the McGregor era shaped IFC internet fighting culture MMA into a global market though. MMA exploded during McGregor. Kenny Okoye is pretty athletic, yeah, but Kenny Okoye's built like a fucking, Kenny Okoye's built like a fucking Holocaust survivor. So it's like, he's athletic, but he is built like he comes straight out of a concentration camp, you know. Network engineer, shut your full rat. Conor McGregor, let's fight at the cookout. Probably Michael Chandler in a few years. Lucas Tracy wishes he looked like me. Apparently, Lucas Tracy rolled with Ankalaev, and Ank said he is kind of strong. Yeah, guys, let's not forget who's that. Wait, hold on. I need to go on his channel real quick. Mr. C, this ain't peaches and creams, bro. Kenny Okoye is white in real life. Oh, he's using digital blackface. He's just using a filter. Who's that guy? Marty Lewis. You know, Marty Lewis. I heard Marty Lewis and Lucas Tracy did some rounds together, you know. Marty Lewis is a marauder, man. People forget about Marty Lewis. I fucking love the whole Marty Lewis thing. That's like such a fucking W thing to do. Just create a whole fucking human being. Prime Conor vs. Prime. Ilya Topora, who wins? Ilya Topora. He gets it done. I think Ilya Topora is just the next generation. TDP by Drunken Master Kick, indeed. I thought Bedtime MMA was black. Really? I would never have thought he was black. The Sweet Pea Special, yeah. People forget, man. Marty Lewis. He's a marauder, guys. He's an absolute fucking marauder, is Marty Lewis. But yeah, DDP's going to get something weird. If at the very least, he's going to hurt Chimaev with some weird, freakishly weird athletic shot. The Sweet Pea Special. I thought Bedtime was black too because of the profile picture. That's true. I can see that. Like on MMA Twitter, was so many people who would like use like profile pictures of fighters, and then you picture them to look like that fighter, and then you see them, and like, no, not at all. I thought Guru was black. Yeah, to be fair, Guru does look. He's melanin. He's got a bit of melanin. They think Bedtime is black because of the Kevin Lee profile picture. DDP is going to knock him out by wrist punch. Hamza by sub round one. Murphy by UD. Jared by UD. Carlos by TKO. Kai by TKO third round. Do you think Khamzat lacks focus and trying to go every weight class? Yeah, he just sort of he needs to focus on one weight class. He's got his head all over the place a little bit. Bedtime got a black accent. I don't know, he sounds pretty Aussie to me. Sounds like he's from Queensland. Just how people talk in Queensland. I guess when he says, "Hey, yo, man, listen," that I can get why people would probably assume that he's like putting on a voice though. Like, "Hey, yo, man, listen, what it do? Bedtime crew. Who has a hotter wife, DDP or Khamzat? But there is a chance his wife." Oh my god, I'm not reading that. Probably DDP. He's got a very attractive wife. She looks like Emma Roberts. He is like Kenny used to play basketball and high jump. Yeah, the guy's athletic. He's just built like a string bean though, you know. So like, Yeah, the guy's athletic. I'll give him that, but he also is like 50 kg soaking wet, so it's like he evens out, you know. Athletic guy though, athletic. I'm not reading that, Conor McGregor. Not gonna read that one. I gotta be every time you're in here, Conor McGregor. I gotta be careful what I read. Ilya Taporia's wife is a very attractive lady. Very attractive. Connor Wilden. Connor is wilding indeed. I think Connor has a thing for fat chicks. To be honest. Because whenever Connor's got like one of those, like he's got like a scandal with a woman, it's always a fat chick. Like you'd think that Conor McGregor would. Well, actually, to be fair, he did. He sent a dick pic to Azalea Banks. She's not fat, but still, Conor McGregor's got to be more careful. Dagestani women are bad too, but they won't show in the face. I was in Dagestan for 2.3 years and I saw some of them. They are very attractive. The Islam Makhachev's porn star cousin is a very attractive lady. So like, yeah. Like Caucasus women are very beautiful. Like Armenian women, very beautiful. Georgian women, very beautiful. They're all very beautiful. They're just very modest. Guru beats Kenny in a race if they are running against the wind. Imagine Guru versus Kenny Okoye. It would be like Derek Lewis versus it'd be like Derek Lewis versus Sean Woodson. Or Parker Porter versus Sean Woodson actually. It'd be the power of Guru versus the disgusting build of Kenny Okoye. Nina drama rolling with DDP and his wife watching. Nina needs to be respectful and someone's wife is sitting right there. It gets weird. Yeah, did you see DDP pretend to bite her foot? That was interesting. That was a very interesting thing from DDP. DDP. I'm so keen for Besanga Sukaraev, man. I hope he does like the whole Khamzat Chimaev thing where he's just getting fights booked every 5 seconds. I'd love that. Nina drama, low-key annoying as hell. She has her moments. I like the content, but she can be a bit strange. Yes, definitely. I would not disagree with that statement. How old's Kenny? I swear he's been 19 the last 3 years. I have no clue. I don't know how old Kenny is. I just know Kenny's whole gimmick. He went from like dick riding like Izzy and Usman to now he just dick rides Dagestani and Chechen fighters. Like he hated on Khamzat for so long. Now he's like dick riding him. Sorry, bro. Khamzat takes this though. I hate that guy. Why do you hate Khamzat? Out of curiosity, I like Khamzat. I just think he's gonna lose. Aaron Pico's highlights are crazy indeed. Would you eat Nina drama or double it and pass it to the next person? I'd eat it. Well, it depends. You mean like in a cannibalistic way, or do you mean like eat her out? Don't you think she's a bit cringe acting all friendly when it's all for the views and the husband being the cameraman is crazy? I know that guy has to get some more self-respect. I don't care if she's making money from it. Guy needs to fucking have some fucking self-respect. He needs to fucking grow a pair of balls. Chicago police arrested Bobby. Why would Bruno Ferreira? He's not even fighting Bruno Ferreira. He's fighting Carlos Diego Ferreira. You've got your wrong Brazilian. You've got your wrong Ferreira, mate. But yeah, it's definitely a bit cringe. Yeah, she can definitely be a bit cringe. The thing that's cringe is when Nina Drama does like she'll post a video of her in like a bikini and it'll be like, "Is this one's gonna get MMA Twitter really mad today, isn't it?" It's like nobody gives a fuck. You're just showing your tits. Nobody cares. Like we're not the fucking. This is the World Wide Web. Nobody cares. I can send you Nina Drama of Shevchenko nude pics if you want, brother. I've seen Nina Drama. I didn't know there were Shevchenko ones. That's interesting. We love Nina's tits. Jesus Christ, why did I read that one out? Conor McGregor, I'm onto you, bud. I've seen you on OE. Who is OE? I'm curious. Who is OE? Oz. I'm not gay. Get off my balls, prove it. I got Nina nudes. Her titty sag as fuck. She about to be 40. Yeah, she's older than Volk. Or same age as Volk. I can send you McGregor's if you want. I have seen McGregor's, yes. I've seen the McGregor willy pics. I'm the narrow-minded guy because how can a husband being the camera when your wife is being all flirty with another guy? No, you're not narrow-minded at all. That's just having basic. That is having basic self-respect. You know, it's unfortunately a thing lost in the modern era. But yeah, fuck that. I don't care if she's like rich or famous and all that shit. I'd fucking have a massive word with her. I'd be like, I'd fucking leave her if I was her husband, to be fair. Like, or at least tell her, like, can you fucking stop doing that shit? You're like, literally, you're insulting my manhood. I've never seen it. How big is Connor? Connor's probably about 6 inches. I've seen people saying, well, he's massive, but I think it's just the angle. He had a pretty good angle in it, but I reckon he's about 6 inches. Very similar to my cock. OTV is another UFC live streamer. Sukarov is a featured prelim, was at the press conference in his debut. Probably going to be a pay-per-view owner if he wins impressively. Yeah, he's going to be a star. He's absolutely going to be a star. Network engineer, you're at. Fuck that. He's just a cuck little boy. Yeah, man. Yeah, he is. It's unfortunate for him. But, you know, he's making some money. Gets to plow her still at the end of the day. As long as she's not fucking all the other fighters, I guess he wins, but it's still weird. It's very weird. But, yeah. I mean, he's probably living the life if he's into that. Maybe he's into it, who knows? Like, they've been together for a while as well. I think they've been together for like 10 years or something. Like, it's not like she just started dating him when she was doing this. She openly started doing this while dating him, you know? Very rough for him. How to become Kadyrov's bitch? I would love to be paid as well. Well, I think you have to be Chechen, and then you have to have family live in Chechnya that he can use as leverage over you. But to be fair, you know, I mean, she's a porn star, so it's okay to be fair. Oh, she wasn't a porn star. She was a naked model, but I don't think she ever did porn. There's a difference. Come on, man. She was just a naked model. She didn't fuck on camera. Come on, you got to get it right, buddy. And as soon as someone becomes champion, she gets all friendly. As soon as you lose, she is gone. Yeah, I know. I seen how she changed her. Like, she was like really hyping up Odie Osborne when he dropped Urseg, even though she did so many interviews with Urseg. Completely was ready to jump up on the Odie Osborne hype train if he would have won. I want to pick Neil over Prates, but I don't think I can. It will be a fun Southpaw versus Southpaw matchup, though. Yeah, I worry about that too. I worry that it could be boring, though, because sometimes both guys can be a bit low output. Like against Ian Gary, they're a bit low output. Neil doesn't do well against tall and lanky opponents. Who is porn star? Who are you talking about? We're talking about Nina Drama, but she's not a porn star. She did what's it called? Playboy. She posed nudes for Playboy. You can tell Devlin getting her pipes cleaned by Jamala Tyrone on the side. No, she ain't. I doubt it. I reckon she's loyal to Connor. But I reckon Connor's the one. Well, obviously, we know Connor's fucking everything and everyone. But I reckon she stays loyal to Connor. Because Connor, 100%, Connor's not letting her fuck anyone else. He doesn't want, like, somehow his bloodline to get fucking, you know, mixed up with somebody else. He wouldn't want another man fucking, breeding his fucking wife. Would you listen to LV Bell C5's song Tack Tack Tack? Okay, if you ask, if you insist. Let's have a listen. Let me put my headphones in. By Lev Bell. Okay, let's have a listen. I think I know this song. I think I've heard this one before, actually. Okay, let's me. Oh yeah, shout out. Dustin Wife's is a very attractive woman as well. She's not mid. What are you talking about? She's not mid. She's a very attractive. I'm listening to the song Kana Fidan right now. I've heard it before. I just told you, Kana. I'm listening to it right now. Max Holloway's wife and Ilya's Poporia's wives are the hottest, in my opinion. I agree, yeah. Very attractive. What do you think about Shavkat Rakhmonov and the blonde announcer woman? I think it's very bizarre, but I think she's in an open relationship with her husband. But yeah, Kana Fidan, subscribe. I listened to it, so make sure you subscribe, you know? I did what you told me to do. Subscribe. Max Holloway's wife and Ilya Taporia, I read that. Turkish rap song. It's very good. Are you Turkish? I'd imagine you're from Turkey. I've heard it before. I actually have heard it before. Max Holloway's missus is the hottest though, no disrespect. People forget, man, it's the almighty Neil Magny outstruck Jeff Neal. Yeah, Jeff Neal on paper is like he's another Anthony Smith. On paper, Jeff Neal apparently fucking destroys everybody. I've seen people saying Jeff Neal would kill JDM. How did the Alex Pereira sex allegations disappear? Because her friend came out and said that Shavkat, not Shav, what the fuck am I talking about? The accuser's friend just sort of came out and said nothing happened, so it just sort of died away after that. Bisping's wife, very attractive. Rebecca Bisping. Yeah, shout out Rebecca Bisping. Chimaev's wife probably looks like Umar Nurmagomedov. What's the Shavkat and Blondie law? Oh, she just like loves Shavkat. You know, Laura Sanko just loves Shavkat Rachmanov. DDB got his own Afrikaner's rap song. You got to listen to it after this. Peter Yarn's wife is really hot. Oh my god, yeah. What do you mean open relationship? Why are men allowing that sort of thing? So anyone fucks your wife and you should be okay with that? That's sort of bullshit. Now, most of the time when it's an open relationship, it's the man wanting to fuck other women while he's dating his wife. But yeah, it's definitely strange. Chat, stop talking about fighters' wives. I agree. This is crazy. Everyone's wanting to talk about every fighter's wife right now. Malcolm asked, how did the girl disappear? She didn't. She blew up on OF. Look up DDP by Jack Parrow. Would you rather have one eye like Bisping or a missing thumb on one of your hands? Probably thumbs. I don't really use the thumbs for anything. Yeah, I'd probably say my thumbs. Sort of useless. With an eye, that's like my fucking vision. I need my vision, you know. Yeah, I'm glad we're on the same. I'm glad we're on the same. I'm glad we're on the same page, Mr. C. I got to go in 3 minutes, by the way, guys, just to let you know. So, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe before I head off, because I'll probably go live again later. So yeah, subscribe and check out my other videos for when I go. For $1 million, Muff, Dive, Chris Cyber. I'll do that for fucking free. I'll do that shit for free. If it's my left thumb, yes. Right thumb, no. Why? What's the difference in your thumbs? I don't think Lorenzo Predicts will show. You're cutting the stream short again. No, I have to go do some stuff. I have an appointment. Already subbed, boss man. Good man. I did a 7-hour stream yesterday, so I don't know what you're talking about. But no, I would be on longer, but I have an appointment I have to go to, so that's why. That's the only reason. If it wasn't for that, I would probably stay on for another like 8 hours again, but what's your appointment about? That's personal, mate. It's personal. It's a personal appointment. But yeah. Appointment for the dog. Already sub, boss man. That's because you're the man. Average genius. 67. Triple C wife is bad as hell. Can't do most hobbies without my right thumb. Yeah, that's true. You know, you do thumb stuff. Is that why? Do you do thumb stuff with that thumb? But yeah, actually, I never realized I do always tie it with my thumb. So yeah, it is actually quite useful now that I think about it. I think I have a feeling about what the appointment is about. I don't. No, it's not that. No, it's. Jesus Christ! Why'd you have to turn it gay? If at the very least, it wouldn't be an LGBT. I don't even know who Parlay Price Princes is, but yeah, probably raid them. I've never actually heard of that channel before. If only Dougie's Corner was on. I'll tell you to go to Dougie's Corner's stream afterwards, but he's not live at the moment. My main man, Ben, how you been, brother? I've been good, brother. Lawrence's cool. He's also Aussie. What's the appointment about? Parlay Princes. Oh shit, this fucking song's still playing. What the fuck? Nice. Well, yeah, if you go to his stream, just say that Benny P sent you, so you know, wouldn't know who the fuck I am. But yeah, my head off now, guys. I will see you guys next time. Make sure if you're not already, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Go check out my prediction video, or go check out my shorts or something. Go watch something as well. Help. Adios.